Walker River Resources Corp is a mining company with operations in Mineral Country, Nevada. The company is engaged in the process of identification, evaluation, acquisition, and exploration of mineral properties. Its projects include the Wachishu River property and the James Bay project. Walker River Resources Corp trades on the TSX Venture under the ticker symbol WRRR.
I'm joined now by Michel David, who's the CEO of Walker River Resources, and you're also the geologist.
Well, I happen to be one of the geologists.
One of the geologists.
I just happened to be the geologist in charge, let's put it that way.
And you were educated at McGill.
I was educated at McGill, and I've had a lot of experience in exploration, essentially for gold throughout Africa, Canada, Korea, South America. My favorite's Nevada.
Nevada is, what, the fourth biggest exporter of gold in the world, or producer
Actually, the
of gold?
third. The third in the world, yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Some people say, that it's one of the finest jurisdictions.
Well, for me, that's why I enjoy always working there. It is the best, for me, the best jurisdiction for mining in the world, for mining exploration as well. And it's where the big deposits in gold are, of all types, but it's where the big boys were born, and that's it. It's where a lot of big deposits are there.
And this deposit has got a lot of folklore and romance attached to it, and you've known about it since '94. Yeah,
I first visited the project, the prospecting claims in 1994, and it's up a mountain, and I went up there and I was quite impressed with what I saw. It has a romantic history to it. And finally kept my eye on the thing for many years and was able finally to do the acquisition in 2012. It's a very romantic story of old prospecting families, mule trains, wagon trains going up hills and finding spectacular, we believe, spectacular gold, and doing a rather impressive job of mining in those years. We're talking the years of 1900 now.
So is this a specific mountain? Is this a specific hill or?
Oh yeah, it's quite the hill. It's just below. We're just south of Mount Grant, which is one of the highest peaks in Nevada, and that is what helped the prospectors do the mining when they found their zones. They were able to use topography to their advantage. The property underwent a very small phase of very, very high grade mining, we believe, in the years 1900 and 1920. Then it just sort of fell quietly away from,
And this project's called Lapon.
It's called the Lapon Canyon. It's called Lapon Canyon. I can't tell you why that occurs, but that's the name of the project.
And it's been that way for as long
as
forever.
Since claims existed in Nevada in the 1880s.
Right, so I remember the project well because I have a relationship with Claude Gendron, who works with you.
Yes.
And we put some money in a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Maybe 3 years ago?
Yes, 3 years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And you've had some really good drill results lately.
Oh, we've had some really good results for the last 3 years, actually. But markets were very bad, and we didn't have a big audience because we weren't doing much promotion. Where we was me and a couple of geologists were working up there to prove up our theory, because nobody had ever been up there. Nobody had ever drilled there. Nobody had ever done any modeling. We were number one up there. So it's difficult to start that job, but the idea was to prove our model, our geological model. There was mineralization, and it was extensive. We did some brief drilling in 2016, 2017, and this year we were able to really get going. We did a financing in Eastern Canada, and that was able to launch us. We did some really good results in December.
Yes.
And
well, you had a very active stock. I mean, the thing was sitting around 8 cents and then shot up to 25 cents, 26 cents, trading tens of millions of shares.
Yeah, we finally got an audience, which we didn't have before. We were able to create one. It was a long process.
And you got great results too.
Well, that always helps. When the project had already had great results in the last 3 years, but there was nobody there to look at them. And now suddenly we see the audience, and for once in our lives in this corporation, now we're set up we're well financed. We have all the money we need to do a big program this year. We've started that work towards preparing for the next drill program, which will be a little more extensive. I wouldn't say professional, because I think we were very professional, but a better setup. Much better.
Now, I know I had some warrants from a previous financing, and those warrants went into money, and I exercised my warrants, so you've got some of my money.
Yes. And thank you very much.
You're very welcome, and continued success. But now let's talk about it. So it's WRRR is the ticker.
WRRR.
And right now there's about 120 million shares outstanding?
Yeah, there's about 120 million shares.
And so at 12 cents, so 12 times 12 is you're capped at about 15 million bucks.
Yeah, which is to me still, of course, I'm the CEO. I will say this, but we're a little low. We should be a better valuation. But that, again, it's a matter of promotion right now.
Yeah.
And showing, that we announced that how much money had come in from the issuance of warrants 2 weeks ago. We had almost $1 million come in. So that, and then we're preparing the next program. When we get the next program going, which is very, very shortly.
So the program will start soon.
Yeah, we don't have the exact date. We all know we're going to be drilling up there shortly.
And do you have any idea how many holes you plan on drilling?
Well, it's going to be a different program than the stuff we've done before. Obviously, we want to do something a little more important, not 6 holes at a time. So we want to do a program that'll be, we hopefully above 25 holes.
Okay.
It's the number of holes that counts up there. It's not the number. It's not the footage, because each hole will be about the same length, because we're using topography to our advantage.
Yeah.
And what's also key, we have all the infrastructure up there. We've done an extremely good job. It is a mountain to climb, but we're very safely oriented. And
what altitude are you up there?
we start at the mouth of the canyon. Of course, we all know Nevada's valleys, flat valleys, mountain ranges, and flat valleys. We start at 6,600 feet at the bottom of the canyon.
Okay.
Right up to an altitude of 9,000 feet.
Okay.
But the access is easy. It's not difficult.
And I should tell the viewers, there on your website, there's a very, very nifty little video that you did that I thought was very informative and well done. And if you take the time to go to the website and play the video, it'll tell you a lot about
and it shows you it's
the history and the romance.
It doesn't last very long, but it's 10 minutes. I visit with you the project at all the altitudes. I show where we've drilled. I show the old mining activities, the mine tunnels, and I also describe a little bit the history of the project, which I don't describe here, but it's very good. Yeah.
So you have a theory, I guess, about this project, right? Like that the mountain is it fair to say, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but you have a theory that this whole mountain is mineralized?
Well, the whole mountain, what we have are cross-fault structures, similar to what we see elsewhere in Nevada. And I guess the best example it would be the Comstock lode structure. Comstock, we all know what the Comstock was in Nevada. That is #1 in Nevada in terms of number of mines.
Okay.
And it's a similar structure to that long linear fault structures. We call them epithermal systems, well mineralized with iron oxide. There can be gold, there can be copper. I'd say a typical Nevada type cross. It's a fault structure.
Have you found any copper there?
Well, yeah, there's always copper in our air because it's part of the suite of mineralization. So we always have a bit of copper, and always helps. That helps a geologist because you can see copper. It's spectacular. Whereas gold, you can't see it. You don't see the particles of gold, but copper, you'll see it right away. So that helps.
So that helps.
Yeah, that helps guiding what we have to do. Obviously.
Right, and I guess some of it's oxidized, so it's
the great blue malachite, the greenish turquoise azurite. We have a lot of that. It's great, spectacular.
What's the nearest town to where you are?
Actually, we're just outside of a small town called Yarrington, which was well known in Nevada, which was the site of very big mines.
You can get there by it's
a 40-minute drive. And there's a state power line that just about crosses our property. It's an ideal infrastructure
location.
When
you say 40 minutes, from where?
From where we stay at Yarrington, we have our office there.
Okay.
It's a small town. That's about an hour and a quarter out of Reno. So we're like close to everything. State roads throughout. It's an ideal place to work at.
So you're sitting there. You've got infrastructure.
We have all the infrastructure we need. Our drillers are local. We work with local people. But Nevada, it's all mining in Nevada. They've got the best infrastructure in the world for mining.
I know.
It's amazing.
It's amazing how you've got. In a sense, it's ironic that the casinos are there and the gold is there.
Well, in Yarrington, we do have casinos, amazingly enough.
So you've got money.
Yes.
You're ready to go. The drill bit's going to start turning here in a few weeks.
Yep.
And you're going to be drilling for several months?
Well, yeah, it will be a program over the period of time, over the summertime, obviously.
So in the traditional drilling, you'll be drilling, are you going to be drilling horizontally into?
No, we always drill holes at about 45-degree angle. Every hole will be a bit different. In general, we try and cross the zones perpendicular to have a true width as close as possible to the actual true width. So we're going to be doing 45-degree angle holes generally.
Yeah, and I want to remind the viewers that like maybe 6-8 weeks ago, this thing was hotter than a firecracker in terms of the volumes and the. So there's a lot of watchers here, and it looks like it's building from a technical.
We believe
comment.
So.
I think it's building a nice base here at around the 12-cent level.
Yeah, it's done a nice consolidation, which is what they have to do, and now it's going to start.
And there are still some warrants out there.
Yes, as well. We believe that we're well financed now for the next couple of years, essentially. So we can really attack this mountain with a good crew and a good program.
Michel, thank you so much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks
a lot.
Right.